Alright everyone, we're back with another project for the day. GM with a 6-liter, few broken exhaust manifold bolts. So we're going to get the old manifolds off, get the old broken hardware out, slap in a new dipstick tube, and get this thing back on the road. Let's get to it. Alright, so not too long ago we had this one in, had some bad cats in it. The customer knew that and knew that it had a few broken exhaust manifold bolts, so just kind of panning it out. He wanted to do one piece at a time. So luckily the hardware off the cat's coming apart pretty decently. So next we're just going to pop off the wheels, get these fender wells out of the way. Hopefully everything comes apart pretty smoothly. Got a few different tools we're going to use in this video showing how to remove broken studs or bolts. Did a poor job at showing the new tools, but I will leave a link to them down in the description. Very handy, so you'll see them as they come up. So we're just going to rip these plug wires right off. Truck's got about 130,000 on it. Going to do a tune-up while we're here, a little overdue. So we're not even going to bother saving these. Just want to make sure we don't destroy the heat shields. Pretty common thing sometimes, they get stuck on there. Some people use pliers to rip them off. Next thing you know, they're bending and all distorted. We're just going to slap an impact gun right onto this. If we break the bolts, that's alright. Like I said, we have a few tools we're going to use in this scenario to get them off. So got the manifold bolts all off. Broke only one more, so I got two broken ones. This is the passenger side here. We're going to sneak this out, get this tool into play, see how everything works out. So everyone's got a different way that they do things. One thing I do with a broken manifold bolt or stud, if some of it's sticking out, use an air hammer. Just tap it a little bit. You don't need to sit there and go crazy with it. It's an aluminum head. You don't want to do any damage to the head. Just do a little bit on the end of the broken bolt or stud, kind of jostles it free. Then I take a needle scaler, go right around what's left, kind of clean up some of that rust that's sticking between the threads on the bolt, stud, and what's up against the head. Really makes life a little bit easier trying to get stuff out. Any help is good. So this is the tool, the first one that I used. Real handy. A friend of mine showed it to me. It's a Mayhew stud extractor. It's basically like the chuck at the end of a drill. And as you go to loosen up on it, you have to hold that chuck in place, and it tightens up 3 prongs that grab a hold of the stud. Works absolutely awesome. I've used it numerous times. I've had it up against heat with a torch before. It's never given out on me. I have no complaints with it. So like I said at the beginning, gonna do the engine oil dipstick tube while we're doing the manifolds. You have to remove the engine oil dipstick tube to get the manifold out the way it runs down between. So getting everything out of the way, starter, knock sensor, cleaning this up with a needle scaler, getting right down to it. Might be against some other people's ways, but use a torch a little bit. Not too much heat, just have to get it glowing just a little bit. Slap some vice grips on there. You don't want to clamp it too tight. You twist your tube down to nothing, then you'll break it right off. So just put it on there, give it a little wiggle room, spray it down. Just keep working it back and forth. Eventually, it's just going to pop right out. Boom. And that's it. So there was a little period right there. My camera battery had died, and I didn't bother replacing it at the time because it was just a repeat of me taking off a wheel and a fender well, completely forgot to replace the battery and turn it back on. So undoing those bolts, I did break one. There was already one that was broken, so only two on this side. We're doing the same thing. Gonna stick the air hammer in, jolt those bolts around a little bit. Next, we're gonna grab the needle scaler, do the same thing. Just gonna work the rust free around it. Like I said, it makes life so much easier. These two were on each ends. And this was another moment that I had turned the camera off and completely forgot to put it back on and turn it on. So got the new manifold snaked in. You'll see previously how I did it. You can sneak it up just out above that steering shaft. You can sneak it out through the wheel well, or you can sneak it up through the top of the engine bay. It's really not too bad to do. A little bit of a pain in the neck working around that steering shaft, but you can make it fit real easy. Luckily though, I did have the camera on for installing this side. So we're gonna grab all our stuff, move on over. This manifold's the easier one to do. You can snake it in real easy. The only part that's a pain in the neck, you'll see I have the new dipstick tube. Just trying to snake that down into place. So, couldn't really get the camera in a good spot, but that's the general mock-up of where it goes. So I slid that all in, got that into the block, and then got the manifold just bolted up roughly. Now we're gonna snug this up. Just getting everything snugged up and right into place before we go around and do our final tightening procedure. Let's get to it. Now I know what you're thinking. How did I get those plugs and wires in and the camera didn't even catch it? Well, I'm just gonna say, around this place, I'm known as Flash, because I just work so quick. That's a lie. One of those moments again, forgot to turn the camera back on. But we're getting the hang of it. I appreciate you guys for still watching, viewing. Tried to do that little throw it into place thing right here. Didn't work. I just kept dropping the damn thing. So this is where we get a little fast forward past putting in 37 different fasteners. Figured that might be the easier route on this one. What's up, dog? What'd you do to your hand?
Blowed some leaves, mowed some lawns.
No, what'd you do to your hand?
Oh, briars caught me. $500,000 more and you'll start making some money.
Dude, Matt, what are we gonna do, Kevin?
Boats and hose?
We're gonna, yeah. Dad, can we borrow your sailboat and make a music video? Wrapped up just in time for the end of the day. That's my boy Lumpy. All the guys start coming around the shop for the 5 o'clock end of the day beverage. You guys, appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more of Jake's Breaks. Thank you.